Today we are in Haines City, Florida, and we're checking out a community that has properties starting around the mid 300s. Right now there's properties in here for $340,000, and depending on what stage the property is in terms of construction, you can get up to $18,000 in closing costs. Let's check it out. My name is Joe Denny Ogando. I'm a Central Florida realtor. If this is your first time visiting this channel is dedicated to all things real estate throughout Central Florida. That includes Orlando, Davenport, Haines City, Winter Garden, Winter Haven, Winter Park, all over Central Florida. So if you're looking to buy a home or sell a home or invest in a property, then you found the right channel. So consider subscribing, dropping a like on this video. Also, drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Today, we are in Haines City, Florida, just a little south of Davenport, and we're checking out new construction starting in the mid 300s. So the outside of this property faces west. We're standing in 1828 square foot, 4-bedroom, 2-bath property. So I would say that Haines City, Florida is pretty centrally located. We're about an hour away from Orlando. We're also about an hour away from Tampa. The Orlando International Airport, probably like 45 minutes to an hour depending on traffic. And you can probably get to Disney within 30 to 45 minutes depending on traffic as well. Before I give you the tour of this beautiful property, I wanted to also talk about something. So being that I work with all the builders in Central Florida, I pretty much have put together a database with all the different communities in the different cities, in the different price points as well. So it actually benefits you to reach out to me so I can put together a search for you versus you going on your own and Googling new construction Orlando, new construction Davenport, new construction Kissimmee, St. Cloud. Because what ends up happening is when you're on all of those different websites, so the builders that pay the most amount of money for marketing would show up like on the first page of Google. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna get the best deal out of there. So what I do is, with my unbiased opinion, I'll put together all the different opportunities available. You pretty much give me like a synopsis of what you're looking for, like this area, this price point, and what's important to you. The most incentives, or schools, or walkability, or travelability to anything close by or whatever, and I could pretty much get started on putting the list together for you. But let's check out this property. So right as you walk into this property, you're gonna have two of the bedrooms over here on the right with a bathroom. You're gonna have the laundry room right over here, and you're gonna have another bedroom right over here. What's interesting about that is that you're gonna have some privacy in your primary suite, which will be right behind you on the other side of the house. What a lot of these new construction homes, what the builders actually do is they use the garage as the office. So right now they have like a full-blown office with like 2 desks in the garage. So we're not gonna go in there, but let's check out the rest of the property. So when you come down the hallway, you have your kitchen right over here where you have your massive island with upgraded countertops, and you have some nice sized cabinets as well, stainless steel appliances throughout, and you have a very nice sized pantry. So you can fit all the snacks and everything. Right off of the kitchen, you have your little dining area right here, and you can see it fits some pretty big furniture, which has access also to your backyard. Your lanai is right over here. Then you're gonna have your living room right over here, right off of your dining room or your dining area. It's a pretty open floor plan as far as this goes. What I don't like is that the TV, the wall for the TV is right over here, because if you're over there cooking or cleaning dishes, pretty much you could hear what's going on, but you can't watch what's going on. And I know how much you want to watch me on YouTube, you know, 2 or more homes. So that's a bummer with this floor plan. What do you think about this living room? So at the other end of the house, you know, you have your primary bedroom over here with the bathroom attached. I like that because you have some privacy back here, whereas all the other rooms are over there. So if you have the kids, the family members, guests that are staying over, they'll all be on that side of the house, and you'll have your own exclusive wing of the house over here. I mean, it is pretty close to the living room, so if they're making a lot of noise over here, that might be a bad thing, but you can't win them all. So if you made it this far into the video, I wanted to talk about some numbers real quick. So when you're buying a property, you have to factor in down payment and closing costs as well. And there's a crazy amount of products out there. There's like so many different programs out there, but some of the most popular ones are the VA, FHA, and conventional. And then they have different programs like bank statement loans, different type of investor loans. But if we were to focus on like the most common products that there are, like a FHA loan, for example, that would mean that for a first-time home buyer, you would want to budget about 3.5% down. But that would be the down payment. Now you would need to figure out the closing costs, which could be anywhere from 3 to 5%. So if we use like a 4% number, you want to pretty much budget like 7.5% down when you're buying a home. When you're buying a house, you know, they take into consideration savings, investment plans, 401ks. If family members want to gift you funds that they don't ask for it back, you can use that as well. And you can also look into concessions from like the seller. And this builder, with most builders, they're also giving out, you know, down concession monies towards your closing costs. And with this one right now, at the time of this video, you can get up to $18,000. So if we took a $340,000 price point and we multiplied it by like 7.5%, it would be around $26,000 to get into a house like this. But what the builder does, you know, giving you closing costs, they'll take that number and they'll bring it down really low because they'll issue you credits. I've had scenarios in new construction where a customer comes out of pocket $5,000, $10,000 because of all of the concessions that the builder is offering. And it's not just with builders. We've been able to get concessions from sellers as well that are motivated on the market. So it always makes sense to get, you know, pre-approved outside of the lender first, outside of the builder's lender first, just in case we're able to find a resale home, maybe one in the same community, where basically the seller understands that the builder is giving away a lot of incentives, so they have to kind of match it, and you might have a move-in ready home with just as good a deal or a better deal. That's why I always recommend get the pre-approval, and then make sure to understand that the builder might give the better deal, but also have your backup pre-approval lined up for like the outside properties that are not, you know, being sold through the builder. Because you could be buying one in the same community by one of the sellers that bought it early and they need to move out of the community for some reason. So if you made it this far into the video, I thank you for watching it. Drop a like if you found this useful, and if you want to watch more of my content, just browse through the channel. Pretty much I'm going to have the playlist with different cities and different price points set up. It may not be there yet, but give me time, I'll work on it. And if you need help buying or selling a house anywhere in Central Florida, just reach out to me.